Welcome once again to yet another edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews online. Thank you as always for taking the time to watch my videos, which hopefully you do find informative. And when you go to your local bookstore, you will very seriously consider purchasing the book that I'm about to review for you today. And the book is Lie to Her by Melinda Leigh. This is published by Montlake and it retails for $23.99. This is book 6 of the very popular Sheriff Bree Taggert series. Those who have followed her story have found that she's had quite an interesting life. Her sister died very tragically, and she has been raising the sister's 2 children. So, and Bree's, over the past few books, has had a lot of issues of her own. She's had a lot of ups and downs and a lot of conflicts, inner struggles and conflicts. But in this book, once again, we see her police genius at work. She's sheriff of Randolph County, New York. And there's always something going on there. And the latest is a sort of serial killer. The book opens through the eyes of the killer, which we have no idea whether it's male or female, but we just know the killer is very cunning, very crude, and they use very sophisticated ways to kill people. Their first victim is Spencer LaForge. He is, it's a stun gun incapacitates him. Then he's got zip tied on his ankles and his wrists. And then plastic wrap is wrapped around his face in very thick layers, obviously smothering him to death. And he dies while the killer just smugly looks on. So Bree Taggert is called upon to investigate the case. Now she works with her boyfriend Matt Flynn, who is a police consultant as well. He uses his his knowledge of criminals and the criminal mind to help her with this case. Bree does not know if it's an isolated murder, but soon there is a very similar second murder when Julius Northcott is found dead with zip ties around his ankles and wrists and the same sort of plastic wrap around his face. But when the plastic wrap is taken off the victims' faces, carved into their forehead is the word liar. So is this a jilted girlfriend or something deeper and more sinister? Like I said, we're not really sure who the killer is because the author, Melinda Leigh, keeps this very close to her vest, as they say. And we have speculations because there are some very suspicious people. There are 2 women in the book who knew the victims. They are Farah and Monica. And for various reasons, they seem to hold grudges against these men. But as they say, in fiction, sometimes nothing is as it seems. And there's a lot of red herrings as well. As Melinda Leigh, with Bree Taggert, she's created quite the character. And her characters in the book are very multi-dimensional. They're not just one-dimensional. And as we see more chapters with the killer's thoughts, we know something very deep and dark is going on in the mind of the killer. And it's not until later in the book that we sort of get clues into who the killer is and why they are killing. Plus, also, the killer has left some cryptic notes for Bree, and it appears that her brother Adam may be on the target list for this deranged killer. Why the killer has chosen Adam, we're not sure at first, but the clues slowly come out, and we see why the killer acts the way they do. So this is definitely one of the top books in the Bree Taggert series. As I said, there are 6 in the series, and if you have not read any in the past, I urge you to not only read this one, but go back to start with book 1 and go through book 5 until you're caught up with this one, Lie to Her, which is book 6. So that's the book I wanted to draw to your attention. Because like I say, Melinda Leigh is definitely an exceptional writer. All her books are definitely first class, and she has other series of books as well too. So look for her name at your local bookstore when you do go to make your book purchases. So As always, I thank you for taking the time to watch my video. If you agree with my review when you do purchase this book, please let me know. If you don't agree with me, please let me know as well too. I'd like to know why you wouldn't like it, because there's not much to dislike in this book. So that is the review for today. I will be back very soon with another classic book for you to savor and to consider. So stay safe, stay sane, stay in touch, and I will see you at the bookstore. Thank you again, and bye for now.